What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. For this Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, Election Day, I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad you could be here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army. Hey, I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with me. And I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome on this election day, November 4th, 2025. We have an action-packed show once again, my friends. But before I start the show, I always like to state my intentions. And my intention is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transitions and beyond, okay? So that's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. I'm so glad you guys can make it today. So glad you guys can make it today. I know there's a lot is going on. A lot is going on, if that's a word. But I know a lot's going on. I appreciate you guys coming on, stopping by here on Transition Tuesdays, each and every Tuesday on this special day, Super Tuesday, Election Day. So I'm thanking you guys, man, from the bottom of my heart for you guys joining us here today. All right. And as you can see, I got my sticker here today. I voted. Okay, I voted. And man, we got some. And again, also as usual, when you come on, guys, I'll shout you out. When you come on, I'll shout you out when you come on, okay? And speaking of shout outs, we got Dolores joining us from New Jersey on the checker. What's going on, Dee Dee? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, family, to you as well. Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, this election day, man, there's some big-time races, especially here in New York City for mayor. Okay, you got Mandani versus Cuomo and Curtis Leawood, too. We got to throw Curtis in there as well. Oh, man, there's some big-time races here in New York City for mayor. You got governor's races throughout the country as well. Man, attorney general races going on. Oh, man, council people, all type of stuff, man, voting for judges, man. This is an important races throughout the country. But let's concentrate a little bit because I am here in New York City. Let's concentrate on the mayor's race. Man, Mandani, I tell you, this guy's only 34 years old. I mean, he crushed Cuomo in the primaries before, and he did a good, he took care of Sliwa as well. Again, this guy is a socialist. He calls himself a socialist. He's a Democrat. And again, this guy can possibly win. He can win. He can win. And speaking of winners, we have on the check-in. We got Felicia, Mrs. Sweetness on the check-in. What's going on, Miss Sweetness? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays as she's having a conversation with my sister-in-law, with her sister-in-law as well, my sister-in-law as well, right? So Felicia says, checking in from the Rock, Maryland. The Rock, absolutely. Yeah, so this race in New York is really pivotal, especially for mayor. Okay, Mandani can win. I think he's ahead in the polls. There's still time to vote. If you haven't voted, there's still time to vote. Okay, get your sticker, man. Get your sticker. Get that sticker. Get that sticker, okay? So there's still time to vote. And we got Cliff on the check-in from Philly. What's going on, Cliff? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, appreciate it. Yep, Evening Transition Army. That's right. We got the Transition Army, and I'm sure the Transition Army has voted. And do me a favor, guys, when you're on there, coming on here, let me know if you voted or not, okay? If you did, that's great. If you didn't, I want to find out why you didn't vote, okay? But just hit us up there, man, while we're doing the whole process, man. As Cliff says, happy anniversary. Appreciate that, Cliff. Thank you so much. Yeah, we celebrated our first wedding anniversary on November 2nd. Appreciate that, Cliff. Man, we had a great time. Me and Mrs. Sweetness, she can tell you all about it. I'm sure she's going to type it in it. So type it in there, sweetheart. Please type it in what we did and everything, too. So, I appreciate it. We had a great time as well. Man, but this election day, man, I tell you, democracy is on the ballot. A lot of stuff is on the ballot, man. And, throughout the races, and that's why it's so important that you have to vote. Your vote is priceless. You can't put a price tag on it. And it's so important. You see ads all throughout the country. People spending millions of dollars for your vote, okay? for your vote. So that's why we have to vote. That's why it's imperative that we vote. Okay? And especially in New York City, I'm gonna take this mayor's race because this could be unprecedented with man Mondani. Mondani, I think he has struck a nerve with the president, number 47. If you saw the 60 Minutes interview, you know, number 47 said, hey, look, New Yorkers, if you vote for this guy, you know, you're voting for a communist, and I might have a tough time funding programs that you guys need in New York City. I have a tough time sending that to a communist. And that's what he said. So this Mondani has struck a nerve at 34 years old. He has that momentum going. He has the young vote, and they coming out. They're coming out in masses. You know, in the voting polls that I was, there was a lot of enthusiasm. You know, people were coming out, man, in the masses, young people at that, and he has mastered that, man. And the guy, he looks like he wants the job. I haven't seen the guy not smile yet. This guy is really, he really wants the job. And he's saying all the right things. So, you know what I mean? But this president endorsed Cuomo and here in New York City. And it was funny, Cuomo was on Hot 97 on the radio, and he was being interviewed, and then Ebro said, hey, look, you know, your boy Trump, he just endorsed you for mayor. And then his phone lines went out. I don't know if he didn't want that endorsement. Maybe he hung up after he heard that, you know, but this kid Mondani is strong, man. And again, he has struck a nerve with the president of these United States. So, you know, we'll see what goes on with this process. And I'm going to be watching this whole night, man. I'm definitely going to be watching this whole night to see what goes on throughout all these races, because these races are pivotal, man, for our democracy. You know, I'm looking at the TV. I'm looking at TV right now, what's going on with everything. You got to vote. You got to get out there and vote, man. You got to get out there and vote. And I'm going to share this with you guys as well. This guy named Robert Carnegie Jr. He is a basketball legend from Andrew Jackson High School, and he is the congressman. He's a congressman in Brooklyn. Okay, I wanna give you guys this quote that he just talked about, and I just, you know, he just shared it on Facebook. He says, and he talked about voting. He had the voter sticker just like me. He says, civil duty done. God bless this great city, meaning New York City at this time, but you know your city where you're from is great too, okay? No matter your preference in candidate, not showing up and casting your vote is not an option. So guys, we have no option. You gotta vote. You gotta vote. You can't sit this out, okay? I personally look forward to continuing the work of the people regardless, okay? We gotta show up and vote. You gotta show up and vote. And I'm going to talk to my transition army, those people who are from the Latino vote. Okay, I want to talk to you guys specifically, okay? Because again, and let's keep it real, your vote got number 47 in the office. That propelled him into office. So if you're okay with the things and the way that things are going in terms of this ICE and all this other stuff, if you're okay with that, when you voted number 47 in the politics, right? I mean, 47 into the White House. Now, you have an opportunity, and you guys are in a great position to make amends of your vote. So if you weren't happy with that, you have an opportunity to vote your conscience and vote maybe people who are the direct opposite of number 47 who are running for offices. You guys can make the change that you want to see. And I'm directing that to my transition army, my Latino vote, because that vote, again, keeping it real, propelled this young man into the White House. But again, you have the power to make amends. You have the power to take back, you know, to keep your power, especially with this vote. That's why it's imperative that you vote, that you vote, that you vote. Okay? Let's see. Felicia says, oh yeah, Amex, yep, Stop Small Saturday is November 29th. That's right. Remember to support Sweet Candy Cafe. That's right, guys. We gotta do that as well. We gotta do that. So yeah, we gotta do that. We definitely gotta do that. So again, guys, I just want to, you know, I'm gonna cut this kind of short today because I know if you haven't gone to the polls, you still got time to go to the polls. If you voted, I salute you as well, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friend, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate the victory of your candidate that you voted for. You know, you're going to have an opportunity to celebrate your victory when this polls close and the numbers are tabulated and everything like that. So celebrate your victory. I celebrate the victory you guys being here. That's what I celebrate. Hey, I celebrate the DJ selector. Here we go. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army. Hey guys, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart by you joining us each and every Tuesday. If you like this show and our past shows, you can join us on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays. Make sure you like and subscribe before you leave the channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't been following me, you can follow me on Instagram at Russ Wool Transitions. That's Russ Wool Transitions with an S. You follow me, you got my word, I follow you back. All right? Also join us on TikTok at Russ Williams 11. That's Russ Williams 11. Okay, we're having a great time on there. Major shout out to our corporate sponsor, okay, Sweet Candy Cafe, located in downtown Lumberton, North Carolina, the home of Southern Sweetness. The CEO, the owner, is in the building right now, Mrs. Sweetness. She told you about November 29th. She talked to you about that, right? Shopping small. She also is going to tell you about, or I'll tell you about it, and we're going to be celebrating year 13, lucky 13, okay, on this year, okay? So make sure, again, the broadcast about to end shortly, but make sure after the show, head to sweetcandycafe.com to order your confectionery goodies. Your taste buds will thank you, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, as we say in parting, happy transitioning. We'll speak to you soon. Take care, guys. God bless. Vote. Get out there and vote if you didn't vote. Okay? If you did vote, I salute you. Okay? Let's watch the results coming up later on tonight. Okay, guys? Peace. Appreciate you. God bless.